reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships.
You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz, zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Hi, I'm Agent Simon Irv Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're ServPro's first responders to your property's disaster. Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone. Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married 3-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite ServPro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Schatz Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This is gonna be the best day ever. You got me looking so fresh. I can't get no better. Baby, I'm a T-Rex, ready to rumble, ready to flex. I'm the king of the jungle. Gonna be the best.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Getting that perfect slice is satisfying, fulfilling, and rewarding too. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Slice to order makes a sub above.
High school football is back on the PSP Network. Welcome into the 2022 North Dakota high school football season in a West Region matchup tonight that features old foes that are new rivals inside of WDA play for 2022. It's the home team, the Magi from Minot High, taking on the St. Mary's Saints that make the jump back into AA football after an absence since 2009. Welcome into our Shields pregame show. I'm Nick Holberg. Glad to have you folks aboard tonight for North Dakota high school football. We're at the beautiful Duane Carlson Stadium here in Minot, North Dakota. A warm afternoon turning into a chilly evening here tonight with a slight breeze as the sun continues to set over the beautiful hills of the Magic City, looking out onto the valley here in Minot, North Dakota. Well, it's our Shields pregame show as we get set and ready for this West Region showdown here tonight. Shields offers clothing, footwear, and gear for all of your passions. From fishing to fashion, Shields is dedicated to offering you the best retail experience possible. Shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing, and so much more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Shields, the home to where I got my new golf clubs last summer. Boy, did that make a difference. Shields really is next level when it comes to all your sporting good and clothing needs. Well, we look at how things change inside of North Dakota high school football for 2022. And one of the major changes that you see, well, St. Mary's moves up a division into AA football. And the way that it shapes up this year is we'll take a look at the WDA and what we're going to see in the West Region this year. It shapes up a little bit differently with St. Mary's making the jump up after the state of North Dakota implemented QRF into their system of deciding where teams are going to finish come playoff time and who's going to make the playoffs on the east and west side of the state of North Dakota. In the West Region this year for AA football, you'll see Bismarck High, you'll see Century, you'll see Legacy, you'll see Mandad, you'll see the Magi from Minot High, you'll see the Coyotes from Williston, and the new addition, the St. Mary's Saints, come into AA football after dominance in the single A ranks for many years, dating back to 2009. They haven't had a losing season since 2014. Let me go back here. They haven't had a losing season since 2012. 2013, they went 11-1. 2014, 12-0. 2015, they went 9-2. Undefeated in 16 at 12-0. 9-2 in 17. 9-2 in 18, 6-4, which was still 600 back in 2019, 11-0 in 2020, 10-2 last year. They lost to Jamestown in the Dakota Bowl, the matchup that we had on the PSP Network, and it's a St. Mary's Saints team that enters the WDA now as one of the teams looking to get back to the postseason. Can they do it with the step up in divisions? You know that Dan Schmeeker, the legendary coach inside of North Dakota high school football, will certainly have them headed in the right direction. AA football on the east side of the state of North Dakota. Fargo-Davies will be in the mix. Fargo-Shanley, they're in action right now on the PSP Network, taking on the Bismarck High Demons. Scott Woodmansey and Chuck Claremont have the call of that one on the PSP Network as we speak. West Fargo and West Fargo-Cheyenne are the other teams that make up Class AA football this year. AA and Single A football in the West Region looks like this. The Single A teams from the West Region and the WDA, Dickinson, Jamestown, Turtle Mountain, and Watford City are all Single A teams. Single A on the east side of the state, well, there's a few more over here. Fargo North, Devil's Lake, Fargo South, Grand Forks Central, Red River, Valley City, Wapaton, and West Fargo Horace joins the league here in 2022. So it's a little bit of a shakeup from what we saw last year. Who's going to rise to the top when it's all said and done? With the QRF coming into play here for 2022, what teams will make the postseason? If you remember back to last year, Port Fargo-Davies, they had a tremendous run that saw them not make the playoffs due to the way that the East First West was shaped up for the postseason and how it was scheduled to be. Davies was a team that was one of the best in the state of North Dakota. They did not make the postseason last year. Again, it's our Shields pregame show tonight as Minot High and St. Mary's come together at Duane Carlson Stadium here in Minot, North Dakota. Should be a great night for high school football. Let's take a dive into this matchup here tonight to look at some numbers from across the state as far as what the media thinks is going to be a realistic outcome for the top teams in North Dakota. This is brought to you by our friends at the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, Saturdays, 8:30 to 3. The UPS store, located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza, for all your packing and shipping needs. While you talk about the teams in 11 single A from the West region, one of them, Jamestown, the defending state champions, they received the first place votes, enough first place votes, that is, to put them at the top of the list in 11A football. Fargo North, second in the voting. Dickinson, the Midgets, sit third. Red River, fourth. And Fargo South, fifth. Red River, one of the only teams in the state to have a game underneath their belt coming into week number 2, if you will, of Class Single A football. They beat up on Williston pretty good last Friday night. 11 AA, West Fargo Cheyenne. They're the team to beat. No question about that they were good last year. How good will they be this year? Century's in the mix. They're ranked number 2. Mandan is going to be good here in the West region for AA football. They're ranked number 3. Shanley's ranked number 4. And Fargo Davies is ranked number 5. This is the opening weekend and the opening Friday night and Friday night underneath the lights for North Dakota high school football. There's your media poll for 8/22 of 2022 in the week of, according to the media broadcasters and sports writers from across the state of North Dakota. That look at the media polls brought to you by our friends at the UPS store, again located on South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7. Saturdays, 8:30 to 3. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. 2008 was a long time ago, wasn't it? Certainly was. That's the last time these two teams got together. Talk about the all-time numbers of these two teams and this rivalry coming into the matchup here tonight on the PSP Network. This is a rivalry that goes all the way back in time. Tonight, we match up these two teams for the 37th time all-time in North Dakota high school football.
Carlson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Getting that perfect slice is satisfying, fulfilling, and rewarding too. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Slice to order makes a sub above.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
St. Mary's Saints come to Duane Carlson Stadium and the First Western Bank and Trust Field of the turf here at Duane Carlson Stadium as they prepare for their first matchup in AA football since 2009, a team that last year was tough to beat. In single A ball, they dominated last year in everything that they did across the board in their season that took them all the way to the Dakota Bowl, led by Dan Schmeeker, legendary veteran of the coaching ranks in North Dakota high school football. Tonight, Dan Schmeeker goes against one of the younger faces inside of North Dakota high school football, and Chauncey Hendershot, entering year number 3 as the head coach of the Magi. Eric Schaefer will have our official introductions coming up in just a few moments. You hear the school song for the Magi, Come On, Loyal and True, as the Maroon and Gold are about to arrive on their home field here tonight in front of a jam-packed house at Duane Carlson Stadium. It is our Shields pregame show. Shields offers clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions, from fishing to fashion. Shields is dedicated to offering you the best retail experience you can find at Shields, that has sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing, so much more. The new Shields of Minot is now open, by the way. It's Shields of Minot and Bismarck. They bring you tonight's pregame show for this matchup between the Saints and the Magi. Official introductions that are about to take place coming up in just a few moments. But first, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First, the offense for the St. Mary's Saints. Senior quarterback Thomas Kralik will have the call here tonight. He'll be lined up right behind Jonathan Plant, the senior center. Kralik, a player that last year played behind Nick Schumacher and took some snaps, but usually when it was a runaway train late in the ball game, as Schumacher carried the workload for St. Mary's last year all the way into the Dakota Bowl, where he suffered an upper body injury that had him sidelined for the end of that ball game. Let's see how the senior quarterback fares tonight here at Duane Carlson Stadium. In the backfield, you'll see Paul Vetter, a senior running back. The fullback is Jackson Richter. Wide receiver will be Caden Willer. Maddox Doppler plays tight end. He's a senior. Gavin Miller's in the slot. He's a senior as well. Front line looks like this. A senior guard on the right side is Derek Rude. Jake Gettle's the right tackle. The junior left guard is Harrison Grad. Will Marks is the senior left tackle. And again, Jonathan Plant plays center. Punting here tonight will be Kralik. Returning the kicks tonight, Paul Vetter with Matt Porter and Gavin Miller. Defensively for the Magi, who make their entrance onto their home field for the first time in 2022, they go like this. Up front, DJ Jones, 180-pound junior, plays the defensive line. They've got some size up front, including Aiden Beckendahl, 6'4", 330 pounds. He's a senior defensive lineman. Caden Turnbow, one of the players that we'll have our eyes on here tonight to this season, one of the better in the West region, 6'3", 220. Turnbow is a senior defensive lineman. And Alex King, only 165 pounds, looks a little small compared to Turnbow and Beckendahl that joined him on the front force here tonight for the Magi. Michael George, a junior linebacker, stands 6'1", he's 180 pounds. Max Cunningham, good on the wrestling mat as well. 180-pound junior. He'll play linebacker here tonight. Brady Larson's a linebacker as well, 5'9", 180 for him. In the back coverage tonight for the Magi, Zach Brown plays cornerback. So does Anthony Brown. Tyson Ruziska is a safety, and so is Logan Conklin. Let's set the offensive lineup now here for the Magi. While we're at it, Jaden Sparrow goes back to the quarterback position here for the Magi. 3 touchdowns last year for him. Minot High was a team that was outscored big time last year, 198-108 on the season. We're actually going to go to our national anthem here, so let's turn it over to Eric Schaefer, who's got Cyrus Allen with tonight's national anthem. And the presentation of the colors will return to those starting lineups after we salute our great country, the United States of America.
stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Beautiful rendition of our nation's national anthem tonight from Cyrus Allen from Minot High School. Back to those starting lineups for the Magi on the offensive side. Jaden Sparrow, the 6'1", 155-pound junior quarterback, will start behind Tegan Nichols, the 240-pound junior center. Talon Judd, the tailback, and Ryder Zimmerman, the fullback, will have the duties on the ground. Logan Conklin will play split end. Alex King will play tight end. Hunter Horner is the flanker for the Magi. On the offensive line, you've got Andrew Winchesky, Dylan Mitchell, Caden Turnbow, and Derek Aravent. Some size to the Magi up front. Defensively, here for St. Mary's tonight, they shape up like this. On the front line for them tonight, defensively, Paul Vetter, senior outside lineman. Maddox Doppler, outside linebacker. Inside linebacker is Maddox Doppler. Jackson Richter's on the inside linebacking position tonight as well. And Hank Perry plays the outside lineback position. Jacob Gennels up front on the defensive end with Derek Rude. Max Will is the nose guard. Will Marks, is the nose guard. Free safety is Gavin Miller. Strong safety is Matt Porter. Caden Willer is a quarterback, and so is Jackson Ross. Again, it's Dan Schmeeker, St. Mary's Saints, that entered AA football for the first time since 2009. It's Chauncey Hendershot's Magi that look to see if they can get back to the winning ways. And that Magi tradition, they start tonight here at Duane Carlson Stadium in the beautiful Minot, North Dakota. Sun's starting to go down. The Friday nights are about to get that much better because the lights are about to come on. When we come back, we'll have our opening kickoff and put a cap on our Shields pregame show tonight. It's the Magi. It's Saints from Duane Carlson Stadium on the PSP Network.
Remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
I click
Well, the voice of the Magi, Eric Schaefer, with the official introductions tonight for North Dakota high school football, and the WDA season kicking off tonight for the Minot High Magicians and St. Mary's Saints on a beautiful Friday night here in Minot, North Dakota. It's the Shields pregame show. Shields of Minot in Bismarck. They've got everything from clothing to footwear to every sporting good you can imagine. Don't forget about their hunting and fishing selection as well. The perfect spot to get back to school is Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Update from Shanley and Bismarck High tonight at the half. It's Shanley 20, Bismarck High nothing, as Shanley ranked inside the top 5 in North Dakota, showing why they're in the mix according to the media poll across the state of North Dakota. Minot High is going to be in maroon here tonight. They're trimmed out in Vegas gold. They've got white on their uniforms as well. St. Mary's is in white uniforms tonight, blue helmets. They've got silver pants on here tonight. We're just about set for our opening kickoff of the 2022 North Dakota high school football season. And we can't thank you folks enough for joining us tonight here on the PSP Network. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by our friends at Premier Chiropractic. They're focused on improving the health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, and Dr. Becky Perry-Domries can be found at Premier Chiropractic ND.com. And let me tell you, Kirk Mason, that guy's a miracle worker. He did some work on my back about a week and a half ago. Highly recommended, coming from yours truly. I'm Nick Holberg. Glad to have you aboard tonight. We're just about set for our opening kickoff here tonight for the Magi and the St. Mary's Saints. You can see that sun starting to shine through the trees and head down on the far side of the valley just west of the Magic City here tonight. Such a beautiful complex and football field here in the Magic City. Duane Carlson Stadium, revamped a few years back with the turf field. First Western Bank, one of the prime sponsors of the PSP Network, proud to support North Dakota high school athletics. And they've got their logo right at center field. Jersey Mike's is going to bring you the opening kickoff tonight. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Vote for this week's Player of the Week. Brought to you by Jersey Mike's on the PSP Network. Well, what do you say? Should we get the 2022 high school football season underway for the Magi and the Saints? I say we do it. We are underway from Duane Carlson Stadium in the Magic City. Ball's going to be retrieved by the Saints back at their own 10-yard line. Carried ahead forward up to just about the 25. And on the return was Matt Porter. He's going to be hauled up. And this will bring out Kralik for the first time here tonight for the St. Mary's Saints and their offense. Slight wind blowing here in the Magic City, coming from the west to the east. 5 seconds into the opening quarter of football here tonight. Saints send 3 out to the left side, 2 out to the right side. 1 in the backfield. Kralik calls the shots from the shotgun formation. Here's Kralik on the quarterback keeper. He's going to gain a yard of the play. He's hauled up by Turnbow. And Minot High will make a stop to force a second down here for the Saints. On a short gain of just about a yard here for St. Mary's. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. The factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online, northernplains.com. Kralik takes it. He's going to fire it out to the right side. That sun is in my eyes, folks. I do apologize. Hard to spot it from up here. We'll wait for Eric Schaefer on the call. But a gain of about 2 on the play. It brings up a 3rd down.
Kralik's pass complete to Porter. Forced out of bounds by the Magicians.
It was Doppler that was good for the reception.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
3rd down and 7 here for the Saints on the opening drive of the ball game. 3 wideouts again on the left side here for St. Mary's. 2 on the left. 1 on the backfield as Kralik calls the shots again. Kralik's going to look downfield, fires it across the middle. That ball's picked off. Taken here by the Magi, and the defense comes up big on the first possession of the ball game. Logan Conklin comes up with the interception, and the Magi are going to see a 1st down and 10 after Logan Conklin got up and got the football just 55 seconds into the ball game from the defensive side. Well, we'll get our first look at the Magi offense under the direction of Jaden Sparrow, the junior quarterback. 3 touchdowns for him last year. One in the backfield for the Magi, that's Talon Judd. 2 out over on the left side, 1 on the right side. It's going to be a pass that comes back over, and again, guess who here for the Magi? Off goes Logan Conklin all the way down to the 10-yard line. Conklin pushed out of bounds there, and the Magi move it into the Serve Pro red zone early in the ball game. 24/7 emergency service. Trained technicians, advanced technology for fire and water, cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro, the Serve Pro red zone. 2 wideouts on the right side, 1 on the left, 1 on the backfield. Sparrow's going to hand it off here, and with an open gap, running it forward, Talon Judd's going to pick up some major yardage for the Magi. He's ahead just about 7 yards for the Magicians. And Minot High looks to strike for first blood early on tonight, a minute 26 in. Sparrow calls the shots again. Takes a look over to Chauncey Hendershot on the bottom of your screen in the white hat. He delivers the call into Sparrow. Sparrow's going to hand it off again, this time running it ahead forward for the Magi and hauled up on the play.
Griffin Broderick with the carry.
There's Griffin Broderick that carried the football for the Magi.
Will Marks brings up 3rd down.
Marks on the stop here for St. Mary's. Brings up a 3rd down. Head goal for the Magi. Ball's marked at the 5-yard line. Loss of 1 on the play for the Magicians. 9:50 ticks away on the BNC Bank scoreboard. BNC National Bank locations across North Dakota, Arizona, and Minnesota. A man in motion. He's going to get the football and carrying it into the end zone. The Magi strike for first blood here tonight. And into the end zone for the Magi goes William Clark.
Tyson Ruziska on the carry.
I'm sorry, Tyson Ruziska on the carry for the Magi. Ruziska on the 4-yard run. Point after attempt is up, but no good. 6-0 Minot High on top to start the season after an interception from Logan Conklin. It's taken to the end zone by Ruziska. The Magi have a 6-0 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. St. Mary's will get the ball back when we return to Duane Carlson Stadium.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
Deep to return for the Saints. Better, Willard, and Porter.
Well, Ruziska's into the end zone for the Magi. And on their first offensive possession of the ball game, Minot High strikes for 6 points. Point after was no good. And the Magicians have the lead after the defensive play coming from the big man Logan Conklin on the interception. Minot High takes the play down to the other end of the field and puts it into the end zone for 6 points. Kick's going to come back all the way at the goal line. It's going to be picked up here with the lane breaking free over midfield, all the way over the 40-yard line. Now the 51 man to beat, cutting back across the middle. And how about the play from Paul Vetter? He gets all the way up over midfield to the Minot High 40-yard line. And St. Mary's has some jam as they strike right back after the kickoff, after the Minot High touchdown.
First and 10 for the Saints. At the Magician 39.
Thomas Kralik comes back out under center here for St. Mary's. First down and 10 from the Minot High 39-yard line. Sun continuing to set here on the beautiful Duane Carlson Stadium in Minot. It's been hot here all day. I'm still sweating here in the press box because it has been pretty warm up here without a whole lot of wind coming in. Slant pass over to Matt Porter. He's going to catch it, but it's a loss on the play for St. Mary's. It's going to bring up a second down.
Tackled by Resiska.
And 15 here for St. Mary's. No Phil Shurik tonight, don't worry. He'll be back in the booth. The former Gatorade Player of the Year for the Magi. As a quarterback, Gatorade Player of the Year for high school baseball as well. Phil will be back on the call with us coming up. Handoff's going to be taken here again, and ahead forward goes Paul Vetter. He's going to pick up 3 on the play, but it will still remain a third down. And 12 to go here for the St. Mary's Saints, as we're down to 8 minutes and 37 seconds to play here in our first quarter of football tonight. Update from the capital city. The Bismarck Demons still trailing Shanley 20-0 as one of the top-ranked teams in North Dakota. The Shanley Deacons faring well on the road here tonight. Kralik back to pass, fires it across the middle, goes into the hands and then out on the opportunity there. Got into the gloves of Maddox Doppler, and then Doppler had it dropped, and it's going to bring up a fourth down and a long 12 here for St. Mary's. And the punting team will come up. Kralik is going to punt it back here for the St. Mary's Saints. Back to retrieve for the Magi will be Rosiska, heading back to his own 10-yard line. Kralik takes it off the long snap. Boots it ahead forward. This one bounces in front of Rosiska. He calls for the fair catch and says the ball's on. He just lets it drop to the ground, and that's where Minot High will go to work after Gavin Miller touched it there for the Saints. So the Magi have some field position, unlike their first drive of the ball game, where they started at the St. Mary's 40-yard line after the interception from Conklin. They're going to start all the way back at their own 10-yard line and a first down at 10. Here is they look to march 90 yards to the other end zone to see if they can put 6 more on the board here tonight. By the way, call Hub International Insurance today for all your personal and business insurance needs. Hub is the leading North American insurance brokerage. Contact Josh Cattell at Hub International Insurance for your personal and business insurance needs. 355-3100. Handoff up the middle, a clear seam again, and a head forward for the Magicians goes Talon Junt, and Junt picks up a first down as the chains move here for the Magi. Well, after 2-8 year last year for Chauncey Hendershot's Magi, they look to get back to their winning ways. We talked about that a bit in the Shields pregame show here tonight. Minot High's had a program that seems to always be there at the end of the season. They haven't won a state championship, however, since 1980. It's been a while for the Magi. Sparrow falls back to pass, fires it out across over to the left side, goes off of Logan Conklin's mitts, and it falls down, brings up a second and 10 here for the Magi. Well, make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day. Got a full schedule of games coming up here in the fall season. We get ready for winter sports to come around the corner again. Just like yesterday, it was the end of baseball season. Summer was here, and all of a sudden, school's back in session. Talon Junt's got it again. Carries it forward, but there's the defensive stop coming up big for St. Mary's, and Jackson Richter comes up big again for St. Mary's from that linebacker position. He's got the stop on the play. Brings up a third down and 9 to go here for the Magicians, leading 6-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left in our first quarter of football. Well, the revamped Duane Carlson Stadium with the maroon and gold seats here tonight is not quite at capacity, but it's pretty darn full for the season opener here tonight. Handoff that time came to the Magi. Player number 28, and that's Camden Bachman that carried it ahead forward. Had a gain on the play, but it's still going to be a fourth down at 6 for the Magicians. They're going to look to punt this one away as Sparrow's going to step back and use the punting duties. Now he's going to bring it back up and set up under shotgun again. Whistle on the field, and some yellow laundry comes out. We'll listen in for the call.
Ball, false start. On the offense. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Well, 5 yards is lost by the Magi and gained by the Saints. It's going to be 4th down. The Magi are going to be forced to punt now as Sparrow comes back. Update from the capital city. Shanley scores again. It's 26-0. Fargo Shanley over Bismarck High in the 3rd quarter. This ball's going to bounce all the way back to the 30-yard line. Goes off the mitts there. And having to fall on it is Paul Vetter, as the boot from Sparrow was a big one all the way back to about the 30-yard line. Ball bounces to inside the 25. And now it's St. Mary's that comes back to the offensive side to see what kind of production they can produce here in the middle portion of the 1st quarter of football. Minot High leads 6-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard if you're just joining us here tonight. Logan Conklin had an interception on the 3rd down of the ball game, put Minot High in pretty decent field position. The Magi marched it down and into the end zone. Rosiska put it in, and Minot leads 6-0. Here's a pass to the outside. It's going to go into the gloves there of Matt Porter, and Porter's going to carry it out of bounds, and the chains move for the Saints. It's a 1st down for Dan Schmeeker's team, and St. Mary's has a 1st down and 10 coming down from the 36-yard line. Well, the sun's officially behind the clouds here tonight, and the Friday night lights are on at Duane Carlson Stadium. Don't you love high school football time? Something special about it, isn't it? You just look forward to it all week long. As soon as those lights come on like they have here tonight and that sun goes down, really feel like you're here. Handoff for Jackson Richter, the fullback. And the senior is going to gain just about 4 on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 6 now here for St. Mary's. Well, a magnificent run last year for St. Mary's and what they were able to accomplish inside of the single-A ranks of North Dakota high school football. Again, they got all the way to the Dakota Bowl. Lost to Jamestown. Jamestown picked up their first state championship in high school football since way back when. Screen pass to the outside, right at the 40-yard line, all the way up to the 45. Completed into the hands there of Matt Porter. And Porter will move the chains again here for the Saints at a 1st down and 10. Conklin made the stop. By the way, if you're hungry tonight, give Planet Pizza a call, 701-852-1700. They've been proudly serving the Magic City for over 25 years with the largest laser tag playground in the region, mouth-watering pizza, delicious chicken wings, and of course the 30-inch Galactic pizzas that are out of this world. You can order now, 852-1700. Planet Pizza is out of this world. 1st down and 10. Kralik hands it off out to the outside. It was Paul Vetter, and Paul Vetter tackled by a swarm of magicians as the defense comes up big as Michael George made the stop for the Magi. Down to 4 minutes, 33 seconds to play here in the 1st quarter of football. Stick around for our Premier Chiropractic intermission report coming up after our 2nd quarter of football here tonight. Take a look around the state of North Dakota. The other games being played here tonight, not only in the West region, but across the state. 2 on the right side, 2 on the left side. Motion man here for the Saints. Kralik will take it from the shotgun position. He rolls out to his right, fires it across over the 50 down to the 45 at the 43-yard line. And scampering out of bounds is Matt Porter. And the chains are going to move again for the Saints. They're on the charge right now here in this 1st quarter of football. Well, we knew St. Mary's would have some challenges moving from single-A to the double-A ranks. How big will those challenges be here in 2022 is the question. And a measuring stick here tonight with the Magi team that had some challenges of their own for the past 2 seasons. Wideouts on each side, double up. Porter the motion man again. Kralik's got it. Kralik's going to fall back to pass across the middle. That ball's going to be gobbled up. And then how about the stop there from Logan Conklin as the pass was complete into the hands of Maddox Doppler. And then Doppler was railed there by the big man, Logan Conklin. Big gain on the play for St. Mary's, however. 8-yard pickup brings up a 2nd down and 2 here for St. Mary's. Slight breeze here in the Magic City. Flag facing straight north now as it stands at attention here tonight. Great rendition of our nation's national anthem, by the way. Speaking of Old Glory here tonight, Cyrus Allen, a great job. Kralik back to pass, fires it to the far side of the football field, into the hands and then out of Willard. Willard was right there on the opportunity, but the coverage was there as well for the Magi. Stop is made, and it's going to bring up a third down and about 2.5 here for St. Mary's. Anthony Brown was there on the defensive coverage for the Magi. 27-0 Shanley on top of the Bismarck High Demons. That broadcast started an hour earlier here tonight down in the capital city at the Community Bowl in Bismarck. Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey on the call tonight. Glad to have them back on the PSP Network. Flag on the play as that ball was tossed out to the right side, went into the gloves and then out. Jackson Ross, the intended recipient there, was incomplete. Here's the call on the play.
During the play, holding. That's a 10-yard penalty from the previous stop. Replay, third down.
Well, the flag on the play, and St. Mary's and Dan Schmeeker not going to be too thrilled about that one. It's going to bring them all the way back to behind the yard marker that was set up at the 43-yard line. So it's a third down and 12 now here for St. Mary's. Time ticks away in the first quarter of football. 3 minutes to tick away in 3 seconds. Motion man is Doppler. Kralik's got it. Fades out to the right side. Looks downfield. Fires it across. It's complete for a first down. And the Saints move the chains on a pressure situation as that ball goes into the glove of Caden Willard. Willard picks up the first down for St. Mary's. They move the ball back to the 33-yard line. Join us on the PSP Network next week. We open our volleyball coverage with a doubleheader coming up next week on the PSP Network. Thursday night will be the night for high school volleyball. Doubleheader next week of high school football as well on the PSP Network. Handoff and a loss on the play here is wrapped up on the attempt. Trying to move it forward was Jackson Richter, and he was gobbled up by the defensive swarm coming from the Magi.
With the stop.
Hayden Beckendall, DJ Jones were in on the tackle for the Magi. Two wideouts on the right side for the Saints. Second down and 10. They trail by 6. Kralik's got it. He's going to be wrapped up in a hurry. And coming up with the stop for the Magi on the big defensive stop for the Magicians was number 51. Jarius Jones comes up with the stop for the Magicians and another loss on the play for the Saints. 90 seconds to tick away in the first quarter of football. Minot High student section tonight. Decked out in neon-colored shirts here tonight. I don't know if that's an 80s theme or what the theme is here tonight, but one of the better student sections in the West region, certainly in full force here tonight. Kralik back to pass, throws it downfield, wide open at the 10-yard line, into the gloves and then out. The opportunity that was there, but unable to convert for the St. Mary's Saints was Jackson Ross. And it brings up a fourth down situation now for the Saints again, trailing 6-0 as we approach the 1-minute mark here in the first quarter. Dan Schmeeker comes out of the playing field. He's going to give Kralik the instructions here on the fourth down. And just about 14, we'll call it, to go here for the Saints. 13 officially on the board here at Duane Carlson Stadium. 2 on the right side, 2 on the left. one of the backfield, and it's just a little pooch kick that's going to come back to Rosiska. That one takes them on a high bounce back to the 20-yard line. And the Magi go back to work on the offensive side of the football with a 6-0 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Roger Ward Moving and Storage brings you the ball game tonight. They have proudly been helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online, RogerWardMovingAndStorage.com. You can schedule a move or find a quote. Roger Ward Moving and Storage. If you're in the Bismarck market, that's Jobbers Moving and Storage. Locations in Aberdeen, Fargo, Minot, and Bismarck for all your moving and storage needs. It's Roger Ward and Jobbers. They bring you the move of the game here tonight. And Minot High is going to call their first timeout of the ball game. 56 seconds left in the opening quarter of football. The Magi lead by a score of 6-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. The finale of the first quarter comes up when we return to Duane Carlson Stadium.
BNC has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
First down and 10 for the Magi. In the late portions of the first quarter of football here tonight, Nick Holberg on the call from Duane Carlson Stadium. Again, Scott Woodmansey, Chuck Claremont to the call from Bismarck. And the Community Bowl, Shanley leading Bismarck High by a score of 27-6. Handoff for the Magi. And, quarterback keeper for Sparrow. He's ahead of the play. Picks up about 3. Make it 4, and a second down and 6 coming down for the Magicians. Minot High leading 6-0. That came early into the contest here tonight. If you're just joining us, Logan Conklin had an interception. Gave the Magi good field position, and Minot High marched it down 4 plays later and tucked it into the end zone for a 6-0 lead. Sparrow hands it off to Talon Junt. Junt's going to cross over the 25-yard line, right to the right hash. He's going to be hauled up on the play, but another gain for the Magi. And it brings up a third down, and we'll call it 3 to go as we exit quarter number 1 here tonight on the PSP Network. 6-0 Minot High on top on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We'll come back to Duane Carlson Stadium. Quarter number 2 is next.
To top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
BNC has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
Back to action to start our second quarter of football. Rosiska on the carry. And Rosiska is going to pick up a first down for the Magi to start our second quarter of football here tonight on the PSP Network. Well, it's good to be back at Duane Carlson Stadium. Football season, always fun to take part in. Here's a handoff with the carry ahead forward for the Magi and hauled up on the play. Talajunt, I believe, on the carry. Sorry, Cam to Bachman. 28, not 23. Talajunt, 5'11", 165 pounds. Bachman, 5'10", $180. Minot High brings it back up to the line. Two wideouts over on the right side. Rosiska's one of them on the far side. Over on the left side for the Magi, it's Conklin falling back to pass. Sparrow fires it across to the 40-yard line. Picked up there by the Magicians. And it's Hunter Horner, the flanker, that comes up with the reception. And Minot High is going to have a third down and 1 here with 10:49 left in our second quarter of football. Two wideouts again on the right side, one on the left, one on the backfield for the Magi. St. Mary's shows blitz, they bring it. Minot High is going to find a seam and up over the middle again. And the Magi are going to have Talajunt pick up a first down, and the chains move here for the Magicians. Magi first down. Ball marked right at midfield, right at the 49-yard line. Motion man for the Magi and taking that handoff, cutting over to the near side, over the 50, down the 40, all the way up to the 37-yard line and ahead forward for the Magicians. The nice run ahead forward for the Magi was number 17, Caden Kraft, the sophomore. Root came up with the stop here for St. Mary's. But the first down will be replayed because there was a holding on the play. We'll march it back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Chain gang waits on as they look, and it will go all the way up to the 44-yard line where the Magi will have a first down and some work to do with a first down at 15. One of the backfield again for the Magi. Two this time on the left side, one on the right. Sparrow hands it off. Talajunt to head forward. Correct me on that. It's Bachman again. Bachman carries forward. He's hauled up on the play. And a nice defensive stop coming there from Jackson Richter, the senior inside linebacker. Well, that's one thing about the Magi here in 2022. They've got some more size to them on the offensive and defensive line. Do they have the grit from the linebacker position here in 2022? That's one of the question marks for me in this early part of the season. And can somebody emerge to score some points for him? Sparrow's going to fire it downfield. Here's Conklin. The answer is yes. He's off to the races. Touchdown for Logan Conklin. Logan Conklin from Sparrow from the 40-yard line. Their own 40-yard line, and the Magi are on the board again. It's 12-0 Magicians. Well, he's good on the basketball floor, and he's good on the football field as well. Logan Conklin from Sparrow. Here with 9 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second quarter. Point after attempt coming on, or will they go for two? Minot High is going to elect to go for two. Sparrow's going to hand it off. Here's a little cutback into the end zone. 2-point conversion is there for the Magi. As into the end zone for the Magician for the two-pointer was Griffin Broderick. And the Magi now lead 14-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Well, a good start to the first quarter. A good start to the second quarter. And the Magi are buzzing tonight on their home field at Duane Carlson Stadium.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
Well, the question was asked if Minot High would have somebody that could put the ball into the end zone, and Logan Conklin, as the words came out of my mouth, put it into the back of the end zone for the Magi, and they take a 14-0 lead on the St. Mary's Saints here tonight at Duane Carlson Stadium of the home opener. Ruziska had a 4-yard run back in the first quarter after a Conklin interception, and now Conklin parks it in the end zone, putting in a solid nomination tonight for our Sports Clips MVP of the ballgame. Ball's going to be fielded at the 20-yard line, up to the 30, and run out of bounds there on the return coming from Matt Porter. Saints come back onto the offensive side of the football. First down and 10 from their 30-yard line. Minot High leads on the BNC National Bank scoreboard by a score of 14-0. Thanks again for joining us. If you're just tuning in into the Magic City here tonight, do have a score update from the capital city. Shanley leading Bismarck High by a score of 33-12. That ball game entering the fourth quarter. Kralik gunner center. Two on the left side. He's going to fall back to pass. Has a man downfield. Fires it across the middle. That one into the hands and then out from Caden Willer. Brings up a second down and 10. Once again, Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online, northernplains.com. Planet Pizza brings you the ball game here tonight as well. If you haven't tried that Blue Buffalo Pizza, fans, I'm telling you, you're missing out. Planet Pizza really is out of this world. Try the Blue Buffalo Pizza or their stuffed breadsticks, 852-1700. Handoff with a seam up the middle and a nice run coming from Paul Vetter. Vetter picks up 6 on the play, and it brings up a third down and 4 now for the St. Mary's Saints. St. Mary's will line up right at the 31-yard line. Dan Schmeeker delivered the call here to Kralik, and Kralik will come back out onto the field. He'll line up under center with one in the backfield. That's Paul Vetter, who has picked up some yardage here. There's some miscommunication now between Dan Schmeeker and Kralik. And a timeout will be burned up here by the Saints.
Timeout, St. Mary's.
On the third down and 4 situation, St. Mary's wants to talk things over. That's exactly what they'll do with 8 minutes and 27 seconds left here in our first half of football. St. Mary's trailing Minot 14-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
He's been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
8:27 left here in our first half of football. Saints used one of their timeouts here tonight after some miscommunication. Taken by Kralik. He's under pressure, fires it across, completes the pass up over the 45 to the 50-yard line. And Kralik showing what he's able to do from the quarterback position as he got that pass off into the hands of Jackson Richter. And Richter brought it up to the 50-yard line. Big game for the Saints. And St. Mary's has a first down and 10 as they march out to the Minot High side of the football field. Boy, was he under pressure in a quick hurry. Kralik got it off. When you follow in the footsteps of somebody like Nick Schumacher, who was such a powerful force for St. Mary's from that quarterback position, talked about as one of the better in the state of North Dakota last year. There's got to be some nerves now as the starter, and Kralik has seemed to fare well here tonight. Threw an interception early on, but he's settled in since that point to the ball game. His Saints trail by 2 scores right now. Minot High looking to see if they can put up another defensive stop here at midfield. But the Saints continue to go to work. Clouds in the sky over on the west side of the football field here tonight. That American flag blowing quickly in the wind. Things turn in all sorts of different directions. Kralik under pressure again from Turnbull. Fires it across. Oh, went into the hands and then out. Pass was there for Jackson Richter again, but the defensive stop came up for the Magi. And the stop on the play for the Magicians. On the defensive side came from Brady Larson.
Richter falls incomplete.
Four defensive linemen for the Magi, 3 linebackers set up. Brady Larson, Max Cunningham, and Michael George for the Magi. They look to go to work again here on the 3rd down and 9 here for the Saints. Motion man for St. Mary's was Gavin Miller. It's going to be brought ahead forward all the way up to the 30-yard line. Another big gain for the Saints, and the chains will move again, and St. Mary's pushes it down into Minot High territory, and a big pickup coming there from Caden Willard. 7 minutes and 6 seconds left here in our first half of football. First down and 10. Saints trying to punch one in for the first time in 2022. They did it plenty of times last year. They pushed the run clock on plenty of teams in the single-A game. This little pass across the middle into the hands of 2 players on the football field. One of them was Gavin Miller, the intended recipient of that pass. The other was Logan Conklin. The Minot High free safety.
Clark's pass falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
St. Mary's last year, what they were able to do and the points that they scored on the season, they averaged 390 yards per game compared to the 214 that they gave up per average on the season. Big quarterback sack coming there as the big man for the Magi, including Caden Turnbull, comes up. And Turnbull looks back over to the Magi sidelines as if to say, fellas, let's bring some intensity to Duane Carlson Stadium here tonight. Play clock at 20 seconds. Big loss on the play. 3rd down at 17 here for the Saints. Two wideouts on each side here for St. Mary's. Kralik back to pass, fires it across again. That one into the hands and then out on the defensive coverage that was there for the Magi. And the stop for Michael George again from that linebacker position, got the hand of the way. Now the intended pass, I believe it was for Weiler. Under 6 to play here in the first half. 14-0, Minot High on top. Touchdowns from Conklin and Ruziska. It's going to be a timeout on the field. The Magi want to call their second timeout of the ball game to talk things over here. Under 6 to play in the first half of football. The Magi lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard by a score of 14-0. Saints have a long 4th down and 17 coming up when we return.
Remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it wasn't clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Well, we talked about St. Mary's not having an issue scoring touchdowns last year. They scored 48 of them throughout the season. They've been held to a goose egg in the early portion of this ball game tonight to their season opener against Minot High. And now they're going to be forced for a Hail Mary play here. They're just going to kick this one back. It's going to come into the possession of Conklin. He's going to turn the motor on up over the 20-yard line. Now the 30 up to the 35. Breaks free almost to the 40. And Logan Conklin takes it all the way up to just about the 36-yard line, we'll call it. They get the 37. The Magi go back to a first down and 10 as their offense comes back onto the football field. Again, Nick Holberg on the call here tonight. Glad to have you folks aboard of the PSP Network. Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms, including Twitter and Facebook. Hit that subscribe button. On the YouTube channel as well. Our mission is promoting local athletes across the board. Ball's going to be taken here by the Magi and swarmed back on the quarterback keeper. He's going to lose 2 on the play. And a nice defensive rush coming there from the St. Mary's linebacker core.
Tackled by Doppler. Brings up second down.
It's Doppler that had the stop. 2 inside linebackers and the outside linebackers here for St. Mary's have some size to them. Paul Vetter, Maddox Doppler, Jackson Richter, and Hank Berry. Force Minot High into a second down and 11 situation here. 2 wideouts on the right side, 1 on the left. There's a motion man for the Magi, and the motion man keeps the football. He's up over the 40-yard line.
Burke with the carry.
Hauled up on the play, and that's Burke that carried the football forward.
Tackled by Gavin Miller.
Kellen Burke, younger brother to one of the better running backs Minot High's seen in quite some time. That Burke name's been around the Magi community here for a minute. Looking to follow in his brother's footsteps. 3 wideouts to the right side for the Magi. The 3rd down and 7 situation, leading 14-0. 4:25 left in the first half on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot High looks to add to a 14-0 lead. The bomb downfield to Conklin. Conklin's held up on the play. Minot High's sidelines pleading for a flag on the play. They're not going to get it. Chauncey Hendershot and company weren't sure if they appreciated the no call there. They thought Conklin was held. Brings up a 4th down and 7. Minot High on their side of the 50-yard line here, all the way at the 42. They're going to look to punt this one back away. Back to retrieve for the Saints. Sitting back at his own 25-yard line is Paul Vetter. Sparrow not only the quarterback, he's the punter as well. Sparrow puts the boot into it. This one towers up into the sky here at Duane Carlson Stadium. Vetter grabs it there at the 25, and then he's mauled and hauled down to the ground after the defense was on top of him. Michael George made the stop for the Magi as Paul Vetter didn't have a whole lot of real estate to get away with that one. Got an update from the capital city.
At the 25-yard line.
Fargo Shanley leading 33-17 over Bismarck High here tonight. That game in the late portions. Contest started an hour earlier tonight down in Bismarck. Scott Woodmansey, Chuck Claremont on the call. Todd Domries will join us on the PSP Network again this year. So will legendary voice of the Magic City and the Minot State Beavers, Minot High. Scotty Cattell will join us as well. Screen pass came out to Gavin Miller. Went off of his gloves and onto the ground. Brings up a 2nd down and 10.
Brings up 2nd down.
Saints at their own 25-yard line. Don't forget to vote for this week's Player of the Week. Brought to you by Jersey Mike Subs. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Jersey Mike Subs. Delicious stuff, I'm telling you. Try the Philly cheesesteak. They've got a number 99 there, kind of like Shots Crossroads. Completely different, however. Philly cheesesteak with some jalapenos on it. It's spicy. Kralik went for the handoff. He fumbled the football, picked it back up right on top of him. Was the big man Dylan Mitchell, but Kralik gobbled the football up in time. Make that Aiden Beckendall for the Magi. Correction. 3rd down and 11. They lost one of the play. Stick around for our Premier Chiropractic intermission report here tonight. Premier Chiropractic, our family's choice for chiropractic care in the Magic City. Dr. Cody Haugen, Dr. Kirk Mason, and Dr. Becky Perry-Domries can be found at Premier Chiropractic. Kralik fades out to the right side, throws it across the middle. That ball's going to be gobbled up as towering over top of the Minot High defense to make the play was Maddox Doppler, the senior tight end. Magi defense was there to make the stop, brings up a 4th down, and St. Mary's is going to be forced to boot this one back again. Burke will be back to retrieve for the Magi at his own 30-yard line. And Minot High is going to call their 3rd timeout of the first half. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left here in the opening half of football. The Magi have a 14-0 lead. Chauncey Hendershot uses his final timeout as St. Mary's is forced to punt one away deep inside their own territory. Minot High looks to strike for more blood.
The way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion, obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Carlson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
like our convenient online banking,
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western.
Kralik boots it back. It's going to come to Logan Conklin. Conklin makes a stutter step to his right. He's going to try to break free to his left. He's still on his feet. Conklin's still going now. He's going to be hauled up here by the Saints. Conklin showing his athleticism. Broke free for a moment. Didn't have anywhere to go. He ran out of real estate in a quick hurry. And Minot High will have another possession here with 2 minutes, 34 seconds left in our first half of football. Starting at the 31-yard line as the Magi go to work on offense again. If you're just joining us here tonight to the PSP Network, Minot High made a huge defensive stop on the first drive of the ball game. On the 3rd down, Logan Conklin intercepted the football at the St. Mary's 40-yard line. Minot High marched it down 3 plays later, tucked it into the end zone on a Ruziska 4-yard run to make it 6-0. Point after was no good. And then Minot High was set up about where they are now. It was at the 41-yard line, however, and it was Conklin that had the football off the pass. He took it down and scored to make it 12-0. Point after didn't come. It was a 2-point conversion. That's where they lead 2-0. And the Magi look for more now after the big gain coming from the Minot High running back, Talon Junt. Magi hustle up to the line. 1st down and 10. Ball parked here at the St. Mary's 40-yard line. Magi looking to enter the Serve Pro red zone. Handoff here to Burke. Burke's going to break free on the outside over the 40, down the 35, down to the 30, at the 28-yard line of the sophomore for the Magi. Bust free, and the Magicians are going to look for a measurement possibly here. Or they're going to say a 1st down, and now they get that measurement just with the sight of eye, and it's a 1st down and 10 here for the Magi. 2 wideouts on the left, 1 on the right for the Magicians. Handoff comes back again, and Junt carries it ahead forward. He's up over the 25, and the Magi will have a 2nd down coming now. And about 4 yards to go here as we approach our halftime show.
Bachman on the carry. Brings up 2nd down.
Correct me, that was Bachman, not Junt. 28's got the football again. Ball's free, it's on the ground and falling back on top of it for the Magi, the big man. Dylan Mitchell's going to recover the Minot High fumbled football. Brings up a third down.
Brings up third down.
As Jaden Sparrow takes the call from Chauncey Hendershot. Chauncey taking over for Barry Holman, longtime coach of the Magi, and great coach at that, even better person. Barry with the Magicians had quite the impressive record over his time as the leader for the Magicians. Sparrow ahead forward to the quarterback keeper. It's going to bring up a fourth down as he's ahead forward, but he only gains one of the play. Chauncey, before the ball game tonight, I went down to have my coach's conversations with Dan Schmeeker and Chauncey Hendershot. Took a little more time getting down there tonight than I normally do, and he was in charge of leading the pregame, so I didn't bother him. Chauncey, the guy that he is, he took time to come and find me as I was walking back across the field, even with the duties he had. He wanted to thank PSP Network for being here. Just goes to show you what kind of guy he is. Conklin, intended recipient to that pass, and it went through his hands, incomplete. So the ball's turned over on downs, and St. Mary's goes back to work here with 25 seconds left in our first half of football. Can the Saints build some momentum heading into the second half of their first outing in AA football since 2009? Talked about that in the pregame show. Since their last appearance, in AA, that is, they have been dominating inside of single A football. Worst winning percentage since 2013. 600's not too bad. After that, an 818 winning percentage. They seem to be there each and every year. They'll have some work to do in the AA ranks. They could compete here. Pass comes out to the outside at the 30-yard line. It's picked up and brought in again by Matt Porter. Stop is made for the Magi, however, by Michael George again as George comes up with another tackle here in this ball game. Sands through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives, and one last play coming here. But St. Mary's is going to call a timeout. No, they did not get the play off in time. It was close. And the sand and the hourglass ran out before the snap was completed. At the break, the Magi find themselves 2 scores ahead of the St. Mary's Saints on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's 14-0 at Duane Carlson Stadium. The home team's on top. Come back for the Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. Premier Chiropractic, ND.com. Focused on improving the health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. You can visit Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, or Dr. Becky Perry Domries. Again, at Premier Chiropractic and PremierChiropracticND.com. Magi lead by 14 at the break. It's North Dakota High School football here on the PSP Network.
Been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it wasn't clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
This is gonna be the best day ever. You got me looking so fresh. I can't get no better. Baby, I'm a team ready to rumble, ready to flex. I'm the king of the jungle. Gonna be the best, best, best.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Schatz Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it wasn't clicking and not a zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
One of the legendary sights in North Dakota high school football. The big maroon and gold ab here at Duane Carlson Stadium. Minot High fans are enjoying the view even more tonight with a 14-0 lead at the break. Welcome into our Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. Premier Chiropractic is focused on improving the overall health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, and Dr. Becky Perry-Domries can be found at PremierChiropracticND.com. Again, our family's choice for chiropractic care in the Magic City. St. Mary's joins the AA ranks for the first time since 2009. Don't want to sound like a broken record, but certainly a step up from the single A world. Playing well here tonight. They just haven't been able to crack the Magi defense. We'll see what Dan Schmeeker and his crew have lined up for the second half of football to see what adjustments they make here at the break. Same with Chauncey Hendershot, the head coach of the Magi. As promised, to look around the state of North Dakota here tonight, the other games that are taking place across North Dakota. Only one game played on the schedule across the state to AA ranks. Williston got beat up by Grand Forks Red River on August 19th, 43-14. And the Coyotes having another struggling year over in Williston as Red River handed them a healthy loss on August 19th. Other games taking place here tonight. Look around the state of North Dakota is brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. They've proudly been helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online, RogerWardMovingandStorage.com, to schedule a move or to find a quote. It's Roger Ward Moving and Storage. If you're in Bismarck tonight, that's Jobbers Moving and Storage. jobberswarehouse.com. Legacy at West Fargo Cheyenne tonight. Davies is at Mandan. That could be a pretty good ball game. Those two teams are ranked inside of the top 5 in North Dakota. Mandan, one of the favorites in the West region, along with Bismarck Century here this year. And Century traveled to West Fargo tonight for a 7 o'clock matchup against the Packers. We'll see if we can get an update on that score for you as well. Fargo South went over to Williston to take on the Coyotes, and Shanley was at Bismarck High tonight. They kicked off at 7 p.m. Scott Woodmansey and Chuck Claremont had the call of that one. They have the call of that one. And kind of like AC/DC and one of my favorites, it's a runaway train. Not a favorite for Bismarck High tonight. They're on the wrong end of a 40-18 ball game late in the fourth quarter. There's a look around the state of North Dakota here tonight. You're dialed into St. Mary's about at high, 14-0 at the break on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Let's take a look at the first half stats here tonight. No official stat keeper inside of the Duane Carlson Stadium press box here tonight, so we'll do my best to deliver this to you folks here tonight. Hunter Ruziska had a 4-yard touchdown run early into the ballgame, a minute 38 after a Logan Conklin interception on the third play of the ballgame to set Minot high up. Ruziska punched it in. Then Conklin took the pass from Jaden Sparrow at their own 41-yard line. It was about a 25-yard toss, and then Conklin ran it into the end zone for the Magi touchdown. Minot High took a 12-0 lead. They elected to go for 2, and they converted. And Minot High leads 14-0 at the break. You see the Magi getting set to come back onto the football field. St. Mary's is getting warmed up and ready for the second half as well. And when we return to Duane Carlson Stadium, we'll have the second half of football as the Magi at St. Mary's Saints continue the opening matchup of the 2022 campaign here on the PSP Network.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
like our convenient online banking,
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it wasn't clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Getting that perfect slice is satisfying, fulfilling, and rewarding too. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Slice to order makes a sub above.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day. So you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Shots Crossroads brings you our post-game show here tonight with Planning Team Financial Advisors. Shots Crossroads team buses are always welcome, by the way, at Shots Crossroads. Find them online at shotscrossroads.com. You can order online and pick it up at Shots Crossroads. Big thanks to Shots for their continued support of North Dakota High School athletics and WDA play. We'll have the post-game show coming up after the next 2 quarters of football, but plenty of action coming your way. Starting right now, let's get our second half underway as St. Mary's will kick it off into the north end zone where Minot High will retrieve the football. And this ball is going to go all the way back into the Minot High end zone as it bounces back across the goal line, and Camden Bachman just let it go there. So Minot High will start at the 20-yard line. Big thanks again to Premier Chiropractic for bringing us our intermission report here tonight. Premier Chiropractic, ND.com, our family's choice for chiropractic care in the Magic City. Again, it's Premier Chiropractic. Well, Jaden Sparrow, a touchdown pass to his name here tonight, leads the Magi back out onto the field and will set up under center with 2 wideouts on the left, 1 on the right side, as St. Mary's with those 4 linebackers looking to see if they can put a stop on the Minot High offense. Here's the swing pass. It comes out over the 25-yard line. It's completed and into the hands of Hunter Horner. And Horner's got the pickup of just about 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down and 2 for the Magi. 15 seconds into our second half. BNC National Bank scoreboard reads 14-0. Magicians are on top. Update from Bismarck here tonight. That one in the late portions of the ball game, and Shanley still leading Bismarck High by a score of 40-18. Carried ahead forward by the Magi. Not much of a gain on the play that time for Talon Junt. Former Minot High quarterback Andrew Goodmanson checking in tonight. Glory days back in 2005. The Magi had some pretty good teams under his quarterback direction back in the day. Thanks for checking in tonight. Tweet at us at Network PSP. Let us know where you're coming from here tonight. Tuning into Minot High and St. Mary's football. And West Region coverage on the PSP Network. Ball's handed off and a head forward. Up over the first down marker. Chains will move again for the Magi. And on the carry for the Magicians was number 34, Griffin Broderick. And Broderick's got a first down and 10 for Minot High. Well, that American flag in the north end zone here tonight at Duane Carlson Stadium continues to howl in the wind. Facing to the northwest now. Earlier on tonight, it was facing straight east. 80-plus degrees today in the Magic City. Cooled off considerably here tonight. Broderick's going to be hauled up on the play. He's going to go backwards as St. Mary's comes up with a big stop. And they shut the door in a quick hurry on Broderick, and the stop was made by Hank Berry. Brings up a 2nd down and 12 now. A loss of 2 on the play here for the Magi. Chauncey Hendershot again delivers the call from the Minot High sidelines. Jaden Sparrow marches him up. He'll set up in the shotgun formation, 1 in the backfield. 2nd down and 12 for the Magi from the left hash. Sparrow's going to fall back to pass. He's going to be rushed out of the pocket. He's just going to throw it away to the near sideline. And it will bring up a 3rd down and 12 to go. But there is a flag on the play. There's a holding charge to the Magi. So it's going to bring the Magicians back 10 yards from the spot of that fall. And Sparrow running out of the pocket. They're going to have to march way back into their own territory, it looks here. Here's the call from our official here tonight. His microphone wasn't working. He has a conversation now with Dan Schmeeker on. Now his microphone will work. Let's listen in.
On the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty from the start of the foul. Replay. 2nd down.
They'll replay the 2nd down, and for the Magi, this is going to push them back way deep into their own territory, all the way back to their own 13-yard line. Long second down and 30 to go here for the Magicians. Looking for a big play, leading 14-0. Start of our second half. Sparrow fires it over to Conklin. Makes a little stutter step. He's going to break free. He's all the way back up to the 25. Gains about 10 on the play for the Magicians. But still a long third down situation here. Third down and call it 17 for the Magi. It's a final in Bismarck. Shanley takes down Bismarck High. Final score there is 40-18. Minot High looking to see if they can be on the winning side of this one tonight against St. Mary's. They lead 14-0 in a much closer ball game on opening night for the Saints and the Magi. Sparrow calling the shots here. Two on the right side, one on the left, one on the backfield. Sparrow falls back to pass, fires to Conklin. Goes back to the original line of scrimmage before he's gobbled up in a quick hurry on the play. And the stop was made from St. Mary's and Willer as he comes up with the stop. Brings up a fourth down and a long 10 here for the Magi as they're hemmed in inside their own 35-yard line. Never too early, never too late to vote for tonight's player of the game. Brought to you by Sport Clips, where you can get the MVP experience at Sport Clips in Minot and Bismarck. Sparrow punts this one away all the way to the 40, bounces at the 35. A Magi bounce all the way down to the 33-yard line. And St. Mary's will come back to the offensive side of the football to see if they could punch some points out of the board here tonight at the BNC National Bank scoreboard, where they've been held scoreless so far in the contest. Once again, more action coming up on the PSP Network this week. Join us on Thursday night for North Dakota High School volleyball. We'll have a doubleheader on the PSP Network. St. Mary's is at Century at 7 o'clock. Todd Domrys will have the call. Dickinson comes to Minot at 7:30 next Thursday night. I'll have the call for you on the PSP Network. Handoff on the play, and the old rugby scrum is going to end up in a second down situation. Next Friday night's games on schedule will be Minot High at Legacy for high school football. That's a 6:30 start next Friday. I'll have the call with Chuck Claremont to the PSP Network. Mandan's at Century. That's going to be a great ball game as well. That one at 6:30. Couple primetime matchups next Friday night, both at 6:30 from the capital city. Hope you join us on the PSP Network. There's a flag on the play. Somebody jumped on the line. We might have encroachment coming here. We'll wait for the official call.
Flag on the play. Dead ball. Encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
It's going to bring up a second down and a short one on the encroachment penalty on the Magi. 7:25 ticks away here in the third quarter. St. Mary's in their white and blue tonight. Minot High in their maroon with a little bit of white and a little bit of Vegas gold trim here tonight. They look mean. Defense trying to look meaner right now as that ball's going to be handed off. First down picked up, then more all the way up to the 50-yard line. Breaking free on the nice run from Paul Venner. And Venner continues to impress here tonight. The senior brings up another first down for St. Mary's. Conklin was in on the stop for the Magi. But the chains move and the Saints trying to march it on down to the other end of the football field. (10-2) last year for St. Mary's in single-A ball. Minot went 2-8 last year. Both teams made the playoffs. Here's a little pass that's going to pick up 5 yards. Stop was made from Ruziska as it was tossed ahead forward and completed to Jackson Richter. Two completely different seasons last year, that's without a doubt. Minot High looking to get back to their winning ways, where the Magicians haven't fared so well as of late. (37th) all-time matchup tonight with St. Mary's. Ball's on the ground. It's going to be taken and recovered here by the Saints. They're going to lose 5 on the play, however, as it Bounces all the way back to the 45-yard line. Falling on top of it and picking it up was Paul Vetter again. Brings up a 3rd down and 15 to go now here for St. Mary's. Find that so interesting that the Magi have not won a state title since 1980. Back in the Shane Soltis era, back for the Magi. That was a long time ago for Minot High. Do they have what it takes this year? A lot would probably say it's maybe not a season that they would expect to win. Pass comes across the middle. Chains are going to move again. The pass was completed. Nice play to Caden Willer. And Willer picks up another 1st down. You look back to last year, Minot High went 2-8. 2020, they went 2-5. And in 19, they went 5-5. 2018, they went 4-5. 2017 was an 8-4 year. 2016 was an 8-3 year. Got to go all the way back to 2015. The title year for the Magi, where they made some noise in the state. They went 10-2 that season. .833 winning percentage. Nothing like 2007 where they went 10-1. 2006 where they went 10-2. Handoff, run forward again. And a 2-yard gain of the play brings up a 2nd down and 8 as Vetter carried the ball ahead forward again for the Saints. You look at these numbers and what Minot High has done against all the teams that they've ever played against. These numbers compiled by the WDA website. Big thanks to WDA, Matt Mullally, and everybody over at WDA that does the work to compile these stats on a weekly basis. Fantastic stuff. 37th matchup all time. Minot High has a 20-16 record against St. Mary's. Last matchup between these two teams was back in 2008. Full start of the offense brings them back 5 yards. And this will be a 2nd down and 13. What will happen when Minot North comes into play? That's a question. An interesting topic of conversation. Minot North had their first competition with JV ball, 9th grade ball the other day. Uniforms look good. Hurry up offense comes here. And sacked on the play is the quarterback for the Saints. He goes down hard as Kralik had some heat coming there from Michael George. And Michael George has been big on the defensive side tonight for the Magi. Comes up with another sack of the ball game and a massive loss for the Saints. And it brings up a 3rd down and a long 5, 10, 15, 20, 22 yards. Make it 24 yards. And a 3rd down and 24 coming here, and the ball marked at midfield. Michael George had the motor on, and he went after Kralik. He was in hot pursuit with the lights on. And Kralik buried. Kralik rolls out again. George was on him again, throws it across the middle. And the ball's going to be knocked down, and the defensive stop was there from the Magi again. And that time, Anthony Brown, the 5'8", 145-pound junior, got up and put the hands in the way of the Caden Weiler attempt to catch on the pass coming there from Kralik. 4th down. St. Mary's forced to punt again, trailing 14-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Kralik puts the boot on it. This one's going to take a bounce at the 20. A healthy bounce all the way down right to the 10-yard line. Inside the 10 it goes, and Kralik puts that one in good field position for the Saints defense to go to work here. Minot High's got a hill to climb as they'll start inside their own 10-yard line, marked at the 9, and a 1st down and 10 situation. Once again, tweet at us at Network PSP tonight. Let us know who you think tonight's Sports Clips MVP of the broadcast is. We'll announce that tonight in our Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Sparrow hands the ball off. Talon Judd can't go anywhere. Saints defense comes up with the stop. And it brings up a 2nd down and 11 now here for the Magi. Hank Berry on the stop for St. Mary's. They give Vetter the credit on the stop. 20 and 10 in on that play for St. Mary's. Announced today on the PSP Network that the Bismarck High head coach of basketball, Jordan Wilhelm, will have a podcast on the PSP Network. The coach of the Bismarck High Demons boys basketball team with a coach's perspective and conversations with other coaches and sports figures from across North Dakota. You can find that on Spotify and YouTube as well. It's the Jordan Wilhelm podcast coming to the PSP Network. On the PSP Network website, make sure to hit that podcast page. There's plenty of good content there with conversations of sports figures, players, coaches, you name it, from across the sports world in North Dakota and abroad. Sparrow fires it out, connected there, and Ruziska's got it for a first down all the way up to the 30-yard line. And Ruziska is slow to get up for the Magi, and Trinity Sports Medicine comes out onto the ball field at a sight all too familiar here for the Magi. His older brother, Hunter Ruziska, had an injury last year that sidelined the Magicians' top offensive threat early in the season. And now Ruziska, after he makes a catch and a 15-yard pickup, is on the ground as Trinity Sports Medicine goes to work. Hopefully we have good news. Hopefully that's not anything more than a cramp, but Ruziska certainly in some pain here. BNC National Bank scoreboard, 2:44 remains in the third quarter. It's 14-0, Minot High. We've got an injury timeout on the field. Good news, Ruziska's back up to his feet. And he's going to walk off on his own power. Great news. We'll actually keep it here at Duane Carlson Stadium. Well, you could almost hear the gasp of mom and dad coming from up here in the press box after Ruziska went down. And like I said, Hunter Ruziska last year, one of those players that was on the radar as one of the tops inside of the West region, went down in the first game of the season for the Magi and was sidelined for the rest of the year. Here's a big pickup for the Magi all the way up over the 40-yard line. As the ball was connected off the pass from Sparrow into the hands of Caden Kraft, the sophomore. And another first down for the Magi as they spot the ball at the 40-yard line. Minot High goes to work under the direction of Sparrow as he looks over to Chauncey Hendershot, the head coach of the Magi, who delivers the call in. Third year for Chauncey of the Magi as the head coach. Sparrow from shotgun. Fakes the handoff, fires it out, trying to connect with Conklin. Incomplete. Paul Vetter had great defensive coverage that forced that incomplete pass. Second down and 10 here for the Magi. Lights are on at full force here tonight at Duane Carlson Stadium as the sun has officially gone down behind the clouds. That's been a few minutes now at least. You can still see some of those clouds and all the city lights off in the distance. Look on to Trestle Valley. Here's the handoff that is going to be carried forward. Defensive line is there. The stop is made as that ball was carried forward for the Magi by number 28, Bachman. And Bachman was wrangled up by the Saints defense. Doppler, Richter, Barry, and Paul Vetter played well defensively here tonight from those linebacking positions tonight for St. Mary's. Their defensive line's been big as well with Rude, Marks, and Gettle. Minot High, we mentioned that earlier on tonight in the broadcast, that their size that they have on the lines here is a game changer for 2022. Handoff ahead forward. It's going to be a gain of about 4 on the play. The rugby scrum pushes it up to the 50-yard line, and this is going to be a close call coming here. Where do they spot the football on the carry that came forward from the Magi? Running back Griffin Broderick. Broderick, 6 foot tall, a $195. Future's bright for him on the fourth down. The quarterback keeper, and Sparrow pushes ahead forward. And the Magi pick up another first down. Well, the ball's over midfield, and the Magicians continue to go to work on this drive as they eat some clock up here as we're down to 48 seconds remaining in the half. I'm sorry, in the third quarter. Start of the second half. Can't get too ahead of yourself when you're looking forward to the Shots Crossroad postgame show tonight. Try the ham and cheese balls and the banana cream pie at Shots Crossroads. It's an appetizer and a dessert. Whatever you have in the middle, I'm telling you, will be fantastic. First down and 10, 50-yard line. Handoff here, and with some speed up the middle for the Magi was Anthony Brown, the junior. Brown's going to pick up 3 on the play, and it's going to be a second down and 7 for the Magi. Vetter was in on the stop again for the Saints.
Brings up second down.
Good clock management from Sparrow here tonight. Same thing on the other side here from Kralik. And Minot High is going to let the time wind down. We're going to head to our final quarter of the opener tonight for the Saints and the Magicians. And Minot High is in the driver's seat. They lead 14-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Fourth quarter is next.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
Final 12 minutes of the opening matchup of 2022 for these WDA foes that haven't seen each other since 2009 on the gridiron. Minot High and Maroon, St. Mary's in white tonight. If you're just joining us, the Magi lead 14-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sparrow hands it off. Ball's going to be carried ahead forward.
Burke on the carry.
And Burke is going to be hauled up. And again, guess who? Paul Vetter again comes up with the stop. Vetter has been busy tonight here for St. Mary's. Number 20 in white tonight has had himself a ball game on the defensive side. Brings up a third down and 9 for the Magi. Ball at the St. Mary's 48-yard line. 3 wideouts on the right side, 1 on the left for the Magicians. 1 in the backfield. Sparrow's going to take it. He'll roll out to the right side, looks for an open target, finds one, connected there at the 30-yard line. Magi moved the chains again as that pass was into the hands of the intended receiver, number 86, Trevor Huss. Huss, and Huss picks up a first down for the Magi. Huss, the 5'8", 155-pound senior. One thing about Chauncey Hendershot, you're not going to see a lack of players get into the matchups here tonight. They've ran plenty of plays and had plenty of touches on the football here tonight to the Magicians. Testing the waters a bit to the opening matchup of the year to see what kind of players they have for 2022, and it's worked well for them here tonight as the ball's at the 30-yard line now. They can't get any traction there. Is hauled up on the play after the carry was number 34, Griffin Broderick. Broderick hauled up, brings up a second down and 8 to go here for the Magi. Trying to enter the Serve Pro red zone again here tonight. Fire and Water Restoration Services, Serve Pro with 24/7 disaster response. It's Serve Pro. Sparrow falls back to pass. Has some pressure, goes downfield. Conklin's open in the end zone. Oh, he had one hand on it, just couldn't reel it in. Had the opportunity over on the far side of the end zone, reached out with the left hand. Sparrow tried to thread the needle. That was a bomb downfield, but had just a little bit too much juice on it, or else Conklin would have had his second touchdown of the ballgame. By the way, the UPS store in Minot It's a proud sponsor of North Dakota High School Athletics. UPS store located on South Broadway. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7. Open on Saturday from 8:30 to 3 for your convenience as well. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. Handoff. No, it's Sparrow on the keeper. He's going to break free all the way in for the touchdown. 30-yard run. And Sparrow keeps it himself. And he's got one of his own here tonight to the Magi. Have themselves a 20-point lead. $20-0 after Sparrow takes that one to the house on the dance for the 30-yard line. And Minot High is going to go for two again. Nope, they're actually going to go for the point after. That one's up and good. Fake the two-point conversion and just put it through the uprights. So the Magicians lead 21-0 here with 10 minutes and a second left in the ball game. St. Mary's gets the ball back. They try to go to work late to the contest. Can they generate some offense in the late portions? We'll find out when we return to Duane Carlson Stadium here on the PSP Network.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state.
Well, Jaden Sparrow with 3 touchdowns last year. Picks up one on opening night tonight. The senior quarterback for the Magi ran that one in from 30 yards out, and he had the motor on to get into the end zone. The Magi lead 21-0 after the point after. Kick is going to be retrieved. There is a flag on the play. We'll listen in for the call on the flag.
Tackle made by Jolliffe. 30-3, holding. Penalty, 10-yard penalty, from the spot, first down.
Well, it was Nate McHugh that had the return. He went down. He's still on the ground here, and he's got some attention coming from the athletic training staff with 9:55 left here in this ball game tonight. Brings out Dan Schmeeker, the head coach of the Saints, to make sure that McHugh is all right. Hopefully he is. 21-0 Magi on top. We'll break away and come back. Hopefully we'll have good news on Nate McHugh as he's attended to here at the 30-yard line. He's up and he is all right.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
Well, Nate McHugh is okay. He's up and back over on the St. Mary's sidelines as the Saints go to work Here's a pass over to the far side. Picked off. Conklin's got it at the 50-yard line. Turns it back. Second interception of the ball game for Conklin. Conklin's going to break free all the way up to the 40. He's going to be hauled up there. Flag on the play. Vetter got a hold of the feet and hogtied Conklin. But Conklin went for a jog there after he picked up the pass. And his second interception of the ball game. Is a flag on the play.
After the interception, illegal blindside block on the defense. That spot will be enforced 15 yards from the penalty. First down.
$15-yard penalty. Brings up a first down here. Second interception of the ball game for the junior Logan Conklin. Part of the state championship basketball team, and pretty big force right now here for the Magi football team, as comes up with his second interception of the ball game here tonight. Minot High is going to find themselves with a first down and 10, tucked back in their own territory. Sparrow after a 30-yard touchdown run of the quarterback keeper. Comes back out to go to work here for the Magi. Hands it off here. Junt's got it. Breaks free. He's up about 5 yards over the 45. And a second down coming. And let's actually call it 6 on the play. 9:25 ticking away on the BNC National Bank scoreboard here tonight. Thanks again for joining us on the PSP Network. Live from the Magic City at Duane Carlson Stadium. It's going to be a timeout coming here, I do believe. They're actually resetting the game clock. Sorry, play clock. 25 fresh seconds put up. And the Magi go back to work. Sparrow again from the shotgun formation. 2 wideouts on the right side, 1 on the left. 1 in the backfield. Handoff here, and it's going to be moved ahead forward. Jumped ahead all the way up to the first down marker, but there is another flag on the play. It's holding on the Minot High offense.
Tackled by Vetter. There's a flag on the play.
Holding penalty on the Magi.
During the run, holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot. Second down.
Second down and a 10-yard penalty coming to the Magi. Once again, stick around for the Planning Team Financial Services postgame show. It's also brought to you by Schatz Crossroads here tonight. Schatz Crossroads, where team buses are always welcome. Schatz Crossroads in the Magic City. Try the famous number 99 at Schatz Crossroads. Second down and 17 for the Magi. Ball handed off again, breaking free over on the right side. Big pickup there for the Magicians as that one was run ahead forward again by number 28, Camden Bachman. 5'10" senior. Defensive stop came up from Jackson Richter. Minot High scored first, second, and third in the ball game here tonight. They've held St. Mary's off the board in this WDA showdown. Conklin's got a touchdown, Rosiska's got a touchdown, and Jaden Sparrow, the quarterback, has one of his own. A downhill run there for the Magi on the third down.
Bachman with the carry.
Bachman again ahead forward on the run. But it brings up a fourth down at 4 right at midfield. Jaden Sparrow comes in and delivers the call here. Minot High is going to go for it on the fourth down. It looks. Sparrow can boot it away from his position, has that ability. He's done that well here tonight to the season opener for the Magi. Looking for the call from Chauncey Hendershot over the sidelines. Play clock down to 1. And the Magi are going to burn a timeout here. Timeout, Magicians. Fourth down, they're going to see what kind of play they're going to bring in, or will they play the safe play and just kick it away here with 7 minutes and 29 seconds left here in the ballgame. They've got a lead that reads 21-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's North Dakota High School football here on the PSP Network.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
7.5 left in regulation here tonight as the Minot High faithful have got a bit quiet here tonight with the Magi at a 21-0 lead over St. Mary's. Ball's fielded back at the 10-yard line on the fair catch call. And St. Mary's goes back to work on the offensive side of the football. Here was 7:22 left in this fourth quarter. There is time left in the ball game, but as mentioned earlier, sands in the hourglass. These are the days of our lives, and they're running thin right now for a St. Mary's win tonight here on the road, taking on the Magi for their season opener for 2022. Time now to vote for tonight's Sport Clips MVP of the ball game. Sport Clips, where you can get the MVP experience. Nothing compares to it. It's the MVP experience at Sport Clips in Minot and Bismarck. Vote for tonight's MVP on the PSP Network Facebook page or tweet at us at Network PSP on Twitter. Falling back to pass, completing the pass was Kralik. He got that one off into the hands. I apologize, into the hands of intended recipient there. That was Jackson Richter. Richter picks up about 7 on the play, brings up a second down at 7. Minot High leading 21-0. 7:15 to tick away here in the ball game. St. Mary's last matchup was a loss in the state championship against Jamestown last year. This ball across the middle, it's completed, and a nice play there that got into the hands of Jacoby Grimm. 5'7", ninth grader, and Grimm picks up a first down for the Saints. That Jamestown team was tough last year. They're ranked number 1 coming into the single A ranks here in 2022. West Fargo Cheyenne won the state title last year for double A football. Remember the name Grant Workentine, that quarterback for the Mustangs last year. Boy, was he tough to compete with. Led Cheyenne to the state championship. They're ranked number 1 in double A. Will we see any shuffling of the guard here this week in the new poll that will come out after gameplay here tonight? In hot pursuit, again, another sack of the quarterback. Michael George comes up big. And George on the defensive side tonight, certainly putting his name into the hat for one of our players of the game here tonight, brought to you by Sport Clips. He has been big on the defensive side. Multiple sacks tonight. The linebacker for the Magi, the 6'1", 180-pound junior, comes up with another stop. 6:13 ticks away, play clock down to 10. Taken by Kralik, fires it out over to the far side. It's caught there and right to the marker it goes. It's going to bring up a third down and 2. Willer was the intended receiver. He caught the football. Then mugged by 2 Magi over on the far sideline. Once again, join us next week for a doubleheader of high school football. Minot at Legacy, Century, and Mandan. We'll have high school volleyball next week as well. Another big tattooing hit, that time coming from the Minot High big man. Beckenall was the one that came up with the stop there. That was a hard hit. Brings up a 4th down. Kralik is going to bring the play back in. Ball lined up here at the 38-yard line on the St. Mary's side of the field as We're under 6 minutes to play here in regulation. Kralick's going to hand this one off, looking to break free. They pick up the first down. Saints have some extra on top of the first down, and the carry ahead forward. And with the football moving it ahead was Paul Vetter.
Play results in the Saints first down.
He's been good on both sides of the football here tonight for St. Mary's. First down and 10 for the Saints. Ball at the 43-yard line. Wide out over on the left side. Two in the backfield. Kralick under center. Handoff again. That time the Minot High defense put the brick wall up, not getting through. Turnbow and company on the stop for the Magicians. Then it brings up a second down.
Richter with the carry.
It was Richter that had the carry there for the Saints.
Brings up second down.
Dickinson at Minot next week for high school volleyball on the PSP Network once again. We'll have that call on the PSP Network from the Magic City Campus Gymnasium. The other matchup is St. Mary's at Century for high school volleyball. Todd Dobries will have the call of that one. I'll have the Minot High call on the PSP Network. Fired out again over on the far sideline. That pass incomplete. Brings up a third down. Well, way in the far distance over towards the west tonight. Looking out towards Trestle Valley. Some lightning starting to form over on the far west side of Minot. Makes for a pretty view with the lights on here at Duane Carlson Stadium. We should be clear of that by the time this one gets done here tonight, as we're down to 4:50 remaining in the ball game. Big pass and a catch, and then a monster hit on the far sideline again. And on the defensive stop was Anthony Brown. He came up big and planted. Culber went down hard after Brown lined him up right in the numbers. Ball's at the 49-yard line. Fourth down situation for the Saints. They spread them out again. As Kralick lines up in the shotgun formation. He's hounded in the pocket, fires it out to the near side. That ball almost picked off by the Magi. And Minot High is going to get the ball on the turnover on downs, and the Magi will go to work after the nice defensive coverage coming there for the Magi. And Zach Brown that time came up with the stop. First down and 10 for the Magi as they look to wear this clock down under 4:34 right now. And they can taste their first victory on their home field here for 2022, and a better start to the season here in 22 than they had back in 2021. Fans start to make their way towards the exits here at Duane Carlson Stadium, so they can sense the Minot High victory coming here tonight. Sparrow from the shotgun formation. He had a 30-yard run for a touchdown to put Minot High up 20-0. They got the extra point. That's the last points that were scored in the ballgame. Bachman on the carry, doesn't go anywhere except to the line of scrimmage. Ball marked at the 50-yard line. About a half a yard loss actually on the play. Second down. Once again, hang around tonight for our planning team financial advisors at Schatz Crossroads postgame show here tonight. We'll have our Jobbers Moving and Storage and Roger Ward move of the game. We'll also have our Sports Clips MVP tonight. Sparrow rolls out to pass, connects there, and Sparrow's got another completion. That time to Hunter Horner, and Horner falls in and moves the chains again for the Magi.
And that's another Magi. First down.
Ball at the 39-yard line. St. Mary's side of the field. Magi pressuring. They want more here tonight. 3:40 ticks away on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. And the Magi with a good showing of their first out here in 2022. Sparrow takes the call with two wideouts on the right side, one on the left. Bachman in the backfield. He's going to break free up over the 30-yard line, all the way down to the 26. And another impressive run for the Magi senior running back, Camden Bachman.
First down.
It's a Magi first down. Here with 3:15 to tick away in the ball game. First down and 10. Minot High trying to get back into the Serve Pro red zone. They've been there tonight, but not often. Serve Pro 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water, cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Can Minot High crack the Serve Pro red zone here? Sparrow takes the call, hands it off again. They will crack the red zone and some more all the way down inside the 10-yard line. And the run was there as the motor was on in the downhill run for Griffin Broderick, the sophomore. And Broderick having himself a ball game here tonight as well. Magi do enter the Serve Pro red zone. Again, 24/7 emergency services for fire and water cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro. And the Serve Pro red zone. Play clock ticks down to 15. Game clock at 2:23. Sparrow runs the call back into the huddle here for the Magi as they look to tack on one more, leading 21-0. They put a wideout on each side, one of the backfield. Ball will be handed off. They go to Griffin again, and that time he's going to be hauled up as Broderick picks up about a yard of the play. Second down and goal for the Magi.
Schmitz with the tackle.
1 minute, 49 seconds ticks away here in the ball game. And Minot High looks to move to 1-0 here in 2022. After going 2-8 in 2021, a good start for them here tonight on their home field. They look to tack on more. A wide out on the right side, two on the left. Motion man's Ruziska. He's got the football. He's going to cut back right to the goal line. Does he get in? He's close. Is he there? Touchdown, Magi. I'm sorry, that was Kellen Burke on the carry, not Ruziska, 20-2. Nevertheless, the Magi are into the end zone, and Burke's got himself a touchdown to make it 27-0. Well, the Magi have sealed the deal tonight here at Duane Carlson Stadium. Little cherry on top to end it here tonight as we're down to the final minute 17 as the Magicians add more to the scoreboard.
Definitely to attempt the point after.
Point after attempt coming here for the Magi. Kick is up, and it is good. Make it 28.
Point after is good.
Impressive outing here for the Magi tonight. Loyal and True comes on and blares here at Duane Carlson Stadium. We'll take a break and come back for the finale of the ball game here tonight. Minot High leads 28-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Kellen Burke gets into the end zone for the Magi. Fourth different player on the scoreboard tonight for the Maroon and Gold.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Well, Loyal and True's played 4 times tonight on top of the introduction at halftime. Maroon and Gold fans enjoying that here tonight as they have a 28-0 lead over St. Mary's in the opening matchup of the 2022 WDA schedule and North Dakota AA high school football schedule here tonight. Game clock at a minute 14. Again, the fans start to make their way towards the parking lot here at Duane Carlson Stadium. Join us tonight for our planning team, financial advisors, and Shots Crossroad postgame show here tonight. We'll have our sport clips MVP of the ball game. We'll have our Jobbers moving in storage and Roger Ward moving the game tonight as well. That all happens in our postgame show coming up in a minute and 14 seconds. Kralik hands it off. A run and a gain of about 2 on the play.
Naslund with the carry. Tackled by DJ Jones.
Under a minute to play. Second down and 6. Wide out on the right side, one of the backfield, make it 2 end of motion man here for the Saints. Looking for something positive to build on. The handoff comes again. Same play call, that time to the left side. And gobbled up in a quick hurry for the St. Mary's Saints was Cameron Noslin. 2 handoffs in a row for him, and the Minot High defense swarmed on top of him, brings up a 3rd down. And 6 to go, no gain on the play. Final 10 seconds to the ball game. Ticks away here. St. Mary's will look to make one more play happen here tonight to see if they can get themselves on the scoreboard. Aslan's going to get the ball again, and that's how tonight's contest comes to a close. Final score tonight, 28-0. The Magi take a victory from St. Mary's. It's St. Mary's first trip to Duane Carlson Stadium since 2009. And the Magi take a win in the 37th matchup all-time against the St. Mary's Saints. That's win number 21 for the Magi against the blue, silver, and white here tonight. Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial postgame show comes up right around the corner. We'll have a full recap of the ball game. We'll have our player of the game brought to you by Sport Clips. We'll have our Jobbers moving in storage and Roger Ward moving the game as well. And then we'll get you set up for next week's action on the PSP Network also. Minot High, dominating performance tonight. They take a 28-0 victory to the bank against the St. Mary's Saints on opening night here at Duane Carlson Stadium.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
$28-0. Minot High takes the win tonight in game number 1 of the season. Moving to 1-0 on the year, St. Mary's falls to 0-1 to start their 2022 campaign. Welcome to the postgame show. It's brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. And don't forget, so go get fueled up at Shots Crossroads after the game. Their delicious menu includes the famous number 99. Order online, shotscrossroads.com. Pick it up there or enjoy the restaurant. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. Shots Crossroads in the Magic City brings you the postgame show tonight with Planning Team Financial Advisors from North Dakota. Well, the Magi started things off tonight. Their season started On a pretty bright note, it was on the defensive side of the football. Thomas Kralik came back to pass, fired one across the middle on the third play of the football game, and Logan Conklin intercepted the ball, put Minot High in great scoring position, and they capitalized on it. Ruziska ran it in for a 4-yard run, and Minot High led 6-0 in the first quarter of football. In the second quarter, it's Jaden Sparrow that was lined up at his own 41-yard line, made about a 27-yard pass, connected with Logan Conklin. He took it to the house for a score to put Minot High up by 2 touchdowns. They got the point after attempt, the 2-point conversion rather, to lead 14-0. Then a 30-yard run from Jaden Sparrow to make it 21-0 for the Magi after the point after. And Minot High really didn't look back in this ball game. They ended the contest with an 8-yard run from Burke. And Burke put it in to make it 26-0. The point after was good. 2-point conversion was good, I should say. Minot High finishes it off tonight 28-0 here on the PSP Network and the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Once again, Planning Team Financial Advisors at Schatz Crossroads bring you the postgame show tonight. When we come back, we'll take a look around the other scores from the region. Then we'll also have tonight's move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. And tonight's MVP of the contest brought to you by Sport Clips. We do that when we return to Duane Carlson Stadium. Magi are victorious tonight over St. Mary's 28-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Schatz Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
BNC has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it wasn't clicking and not a zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
This is gonna be the best day ever. You got me looking so fresh. I can't get no better. Baby, I'm a T-Rex, ready to rumble, ready to flex. I'm the king of the jungle. Gonna be the best, best,
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Well, Minot High has their final team meeting right at midfield here tonight. They chant Magi when it's all said and done. See if we can grab some scores from across the state of North Dakota for you here tonight. Let's see if it's updated here tonight. Fargo South at Williston, 45-6. The Bruins take care of the Coyotes. By the way, this is the Planning Team Financial Advisors at Shots Crossroads postgame show. Head to Shots Crossroads. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. And Planning Team Financial Advisors can help you if you're looking for a full-service financial planner, planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work towards achieving your financial goals. So Fargo South over Williston tonight, 45-6. The other Class A games tonight, Fargo North and Grand Forks Central. North takes down Central 35-12. Other matchups tonight, Shanley took care of Bismarck 40-18. We had those updates for you throughout the night here tonight. One from local. Velva Drake Animus takes down Beulah tonight 30-19. Grand Forks Red River and Jamestown. The Blue Jays take down Red River 28-12. Looking for an update on that Mandan matchup earlier on tonight. Mandan had a big one tonight. Here's the update from Century at West Fargo. Century falls to West Fargo 7-6. Mandan takes care of Davies 34-26. And here in this one tonight, 28-0. Minot High takes down St. Mary's. Time to announce tonight's Roger Ward Moving and Storage and Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game here tonight. The move of the game is brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage and Roger Ward. They can help you move across town or across country with locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online, Jobbers Warehouse or RogerWardMovingAndStorage.com. It's your move of the game brought to you by Jobbers and Roger Ward here tonight. Well, there's plenty of them, and I think that in all due fairness to the defensive side of the ball here tonight for the Magi defense that was so good tonight, putting a goose egg up on the board, you have to take one of Michael George's sacks that he had here tonight. Obviously some big offensive plays, but those will come into play with our player of the game here tonight, brought to you by Sport Clips. But I'm going to go Michael George tonight in the first half of football with one of the sacks that he had, kind of just a momentum changer altogether for the Magi from top to bottom. Michael George gets recognized with the move of the game here tonight because he had plenty of those here tonight. Multiple sacks in the ball game. Michael George with the move of the game here tonight. Time for tonight's Sport Clips player of the game. The MVP of the matchup is brought to you by Sport Clips. And Sport Clips can be found in Minot and Bismarck. They're known for the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to the MVP experience at Sport Clips. Check it online and line up with a hairstylist at Sport Clips today. Now for tonight's Sport Clips MVP. Hard to go away from Logan Conklin tonight with the catch for the touchdown and the big run that he had there. His 2 interceptions, including the first offensive drive of the ballgame for St. Mary's. That was kind of a game changer in the ballgame here tonight, to my mind. Logan Conklin is our MVP of the ballgame here tonight, but altogether, Minot High played well as a whole. St. Mary's didn't play bad tonight. They just couldn't get around Minot High's defense, led by the big man up front. That defensive core, those linebackers of Cunningham, George, and Larson were big tonight for the Magi as well. Altogether, a good football game tonight. Minot High wins 28-0. And the player of the matchup tonight, brought to you by Sport Clips, is Logan Conklin for the Magi with a pair of interceptions and a touchdown tonight. Sport Clips will keep you looking your best. Check in online with a hairstylist today, again at Sport Clips. A look ahead into next week on the PSP Network. We hope you join us next week. Doubleheader volleyball matchup coming up next Thursday night. Dickinson comes to Minot to take on the Majets. We'll have the call of that at Magic City Campus's gymnasium at 7:30. St. Mary's and Century will already be underway. Todd Dobries will have the call of that one for you on Thursday night. And then we return to high school football, the Gridiron, 2 games in the capital city. Minot is at Legacy at 6:30. I'll have the call with Chuck Claremont to the PSP Network. Mandan travels to Century. They match up at 6:30 as well. Woodmansee Dobries will have the call of that one on the PSP Network. A couple matchups we're looking forward to in high school football coming up next Friday night as well, with two ranked teams in the West region and two teams that should be fairly well matched in Legacy and Minot High. Final tonight for the final time, 28-0 on the BNC National Bank and Trust scoreboard. BNC National Bank saw Minot High rack up all 28 to the points tonight to the showdown against St. Mary's. Minot High moves to 1-0. St. Mary's falls to 0-1. It's a final tonight here from Duane Carlson Stadium. Nick Holberg signing off for the weekend. The opener was a good one for the Maroon and Gold fans tonight. St. Mary's has plenty to be proud of. They're going to be a team that is going to continue to give some teams trouble down the road, guaranteed. Till next time, next Thursday night, Nick Holberg reminding you once more to check in online, like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. Join us next Thursday for girls high school volleyball on the PSP Network. Until then, Nick Holberg signing off. Have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless.
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Schatz Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.